Hey, boo-boo! I hope you're having a beautiful fucking day because I am. I'm Mystic Mikey. Time to read you to fucking filth, okay? Okay? If you're new, welcome, honey. We read people to fucking filth on this channel, okay? If you've been here a minute, hey, honey. Okay. Yeah, today we're gonna do a pick a card. So it's gonna be pick a card, pick a card, pick a card. But before we get into that, honey, just a couple things, okay? For those that don't know, I do have an Etsy shop that is coming soon, okay? So be on the lookout for that. If you're on Twitch or Facebook, feel free to follow. If you're on Facebook, feel free to share or like this video or like my page if you feel called to. And on YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification, honey, so that you can see whenever I post pick-a-cards, podcasts, collective messages, etc. Okay? So for weekly collective messages and more, yeah. So there's that, boo-boo. Okay, so real quick, I also wanted to say, if you wanted to reach out, you can definitely DM me to book a session if that's something that resonates with you, boo-boo. So real quick though, the services I provide, by the way. So I offer intuitive coaching sessions. That's what I call them. You know, so it's more than just a reading. It's you know, because readings and whatnot, it provides awareness. It provides awareness to you and realizing that your situations, where you're headed, the doors that are opening, it begins with you, it ends with you. So the reading's about you, boo-boo. The session's about you. It's to get you to see your potential, where you're headed, the doors you're opening, the badassery that you are, okay? So that kind of stuff. So, I mean, just to even be more clear, the types of readings I don't do health, pregnancy, or legal readings. Third-party stuff can come up sometimes, but I usually don't do third-party readings directly, but some stuff like that can come up, you know. And even with pick-a-cards, you know, pick-a-cards can be third-party, you know, as well. So, you know, that's fine and everything. But when it comes to one-on-one sessions, I usually don't do third party or make that the main focus or the main intention unless something comes up with regards to that or if it's a message that has to be shared. I also do some hypnotherapy work and also Reiki as well. You know, over Zoom, if that's something that interests you, I kind of incorporate that into the intuitive sessions that I do as well. So yeah, but those are the kind of services I provide one-on-one. So if any of that resonated with you or vibed with you in any type of way, boo-boo, feel free to DM me or reach out to me. So a way you could reach out to me is through TikTok or Instagram, for example. That I have those DMs open, so if you wanted to connect that way or follow me on those pages, you can also reach out to me on my Facebook. I have those DMs open as well. YouTube and Twitch don't have a messaging option. You can leave a comment on one of my YouTube videos and I'll see it, but it's better to DM me. And then, of course, good old-fashioned email, honey. I have an email, mysticmikey1023@gmail.com. So again, that's my TikTok at mysticmikey1023. That's my Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, Mystic Mikey Official. And there's my email, mysticmikey1023@gmail.com. Okay, so that's just reiterating to the services that I provide if you wanted to know that info. Okay, so let's see. So today's pick a card, honey. Today's pick a card. How are they feeling about you? Okay, and when it comes to pick a cards, use this as... You know, when it comes to pick-a-cards, you have to use them as to bring you awareness to, again, like I said, it begins, it ends, it's you, honey. The reading's about you and how you choose to, you know, move forward and progress, this, that, and the other. You have to take what resonates and trust your own intuition on how to progress forward to your new, to your to your new door that you're opening for yourself. So again, like I said, today's pick a card though, like I said, how are they feeling about you? Okay, this is more romantically inclined, not so much platonic. Platonic stuff can come up, obviously, because I don't know what cards are going to come up. Yeah, so let's just go with it and see what happens. So I'm going to have 2 piles like I usually do. So again, pile 1. This will be pile 1. It's kind of an orangish, creamish type of stone. That's how I can best describe it. So there's that. And then also pile 2 will be like a greenish stone right there. So that's green. In the light, it can kind of like look like it has brownish, but it doesn't. Or maybe that's just me, honey. I don't know. So anyway, that's pile 2. Don't stress. Okay, just pick the pile that best resonates with you and take what resonates. You know, if some parts don't resonate, that's cool. Okay, don't stress yourself out if something doesn't resonate. Just, okay, it's okay to be like, you know what, that part's not for me, you know? Cool. So pile 1, again, honey, creamish, orangish type of stone. And then pile 2, right there, a greenish stone. So take your time. Okay, if you're watching this live, you can't pause it. So if you're watching this post live or just, you know, later, you know, pause it and meditate on it. You know, you can just choose what stone resonates with you best. But yeah, so there's, oh yeah, and also my messages, collective messages, pick a cards, those are all timeless. Okay, so timeless, meaning you can see it now on the live, or you can see it 10 days from now, and it might resonate then too. So the intention with my readings are always more in a timeless type of perspective. So this is a timeless pick a card. Whenever you see it, there might be some messages for you. Okay, so pick a card. How are they feeling about you? Now think about a person and then pick a pile. So we're going to move on right now to pile 1, honey. Pile 1, what's up, boo-boo? How are you? Okay. Let's see what pile 1 needs to know. Okay. Pile 1, what do you need to know? Okay, boo-boo. Pile 1, pile 1, pile 1. Okay, cool. Okay, what does pile 1 need to know? Pile 1, what do you need to know? How does this person feel about pile 1? How does this person feel about pile 1? How are they feeling about this person? How are they feeling about this person? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. I think I need a couple more cards, but I just want to say, this could go either way. Either you are, you know, watching from a distance, or they are. So one of the two. You guys could both be, you know. So again, this could be like social media stuff, this, that, and the other, you know, asking, even like asking your friends or about you or something like that, you know. But so okay, crazy. Okay, Page of Swords, like I said. This can be a little like stalkerish in some senses. Now I'm not getting like a malicious type of stalkerish, but I am getting someone who's kind of, it's affecting their day-to-day. Okay, so it's affecting what they have going on, you know, in their day-to-day, because with the Two of Pentacles right here, they're trying to juggle. So they're trying to juggle two different realities here. Maybe a reality that they had with you at one point, whether you guys didn't. And that's another thing I'm getting for some of you, is you guys didn't get to establish something solid. There seems to be some things that are left unsaid. That's what I'm feeling with this pile. I feel like for some of you, it's like there's like a want or a desire to come forward to kind of say something. See, look at right here. Yeah, so with the devil card right here, I don't really like when the devil card comes up, and you know, it's like it's about how someone is, you know, feeling, but the devil card is like an unhealthy attachment. So either you're are attached to the situation in an unhealthy manner, or they are. And with the Page of Swords being brought up here, this makes sense because it could definitely be someone who kind of doesn't know what they want, because again, it goes back to that Two of Pentacles. And Two of Pentacles can represent partnerships in some senses, but it's not the most romantic card you want to get when it comes to partnerships, you know, if anything, you know. Okay, someone, I'm getting two types of energies here, which would make sense, because two people, you know, one's inquiring and one is feeling some type of way, because this person also sees your independence. Some of you could have been going through a glow up recently too with this Nine of Pentacles. You know, I feel like your energy is more independent at this time. Maybe you're making more money. Maybe you're deciding to move to a new apartment, a new house, getting a new vehicle. It's like getting, because the Nine of Pentacles can be like getting new things as well, like new tangible things, new tangible purchases. Or maybe this person also is using the using tangible things to kind of cover or create a facade that they're cool, but they have this unhealthy attachment to like watching your stuff or wanting to reach out. Or this seems like someone who imagines and imagines and imagines, but they can't. They think about it, but it's like I gotta get back to work. I gotta get back to this. I gotta get back to whatever. So this person could have been like a busy person, like someone who was just like to keep busy and kind of like to ignore reality in some instances, in some senses as well. You know, so maybe someone also who can't face reality. So this can go either way, like I said. But if you're feeling like this isn't you, and instead it's them that's feeling this way, you know, as well. So let me see. Knight of Swords. Someone could have, okay, see, the Knight of Swords, again, it's someone who's a little impulsive. So with the Knight of Swords, there's someone that gets bored easy, which is where the impulsive nature comes from. It's like they want it and then they dip. They want it and then they dip. So someone could have ghosted in this situation as well, is what I'm getting to. And it'd be kind of weird. This is a really interesting energy too, because it's like someone ghosted, or someone took off because they decided that they wanted to like be done with the situation or something, and now they're thinking about, well, I changed my mind, now I want it. So again, kind of like a indecisive and kind of juggles, like, well, this person seems like they want to have both. Like, this would be the type of person to be like, try to maybe talk you into like having multiple partners, possibly. That's what I was just you're like, hell no. But for some of you, this could be like what they envision. You know, for some of you, they wouldn't dare approach you with that because they know damn well that shit would not fly, right? That shit wouldn't work. But this person does juggle ideas on how to either communicate, talk to you again after kind of just getting bored. And because the Knight of Swords lets you know, like, okay, hey, I like you. But the only thing that's, you know, kind of unstable with that regard is that they can be flighty. Too flighty, in my opinion. Too flighty. What else does pile one need to... This scene... Oh, yep, right there. I knew he would flip out the King of Swords, or them, but the King of Swords, this is someone who's emotionally unavailable, right? And yeah, it's fine. If someone's emotionally unavailable and they have to explore that, that's fine. You know, hey, you know, you're straight up, you told me, but I don't feel like this person was straight up. It's one thing to say, hey, I need to explore, you know, me because I'm not sure I'm emotionally available for anything or anyone else. That's straight up, that's fine. But this person seems like they didn't say shit, especially with the devil card, you know? And it's another thing to be like, you know what, sorry, fuck off, you know? And then you're left like wondering, you're left guessing. But I really see a glow up for you guys too. Okay, Two of Wands, okay. Two of Wands, planning in some instances, maybe planning on saying something again. But again, with the Two of Wands also, it's a card about decision making, looking at your next move, seeing kind of the it's being at a crossroads, right? So you're at a crossroads and then you have to decide which way am I going, right? And that's where this person, it keeps pointing to this person being in that mindset right now, for now. So again, how does Pile One's person feel about them? How does Pile One's person feel about them? How does Pile One's person feel about them? Okay, there we go. Let me see. Three of Pentacles. They're really kind of inspired by you right now too, is another thing. Also, they see you getting recognition. Now, I'm not saying that they don't like it per se, but they definitely feel like left out a little bit. Like, ooh, but this person seems a little opportunistic as well. Like, you know, it's like, and that's what's kind of fucked up about this individual a little bit, is that when shit gets good, then they're willing to come back. But when, like, you're going through a rough patch or you're going through something that's, you know, not so great, then this person all of a sudden will be like, well, get your shit together, otherwise I'm out. As if this person doesn't fucking struggle with shit, but they have no problem telling someone else, hey, you're not allowed to struggle. It's like only they're allowed to, but I'm getting this weird energy where they're hypocritical, right? Hypocritical. Definitely a hypocritical ass motherfucker a little bit. Okay? But they see you getting your coin, boo. Okay? They see you getting, you know, your shit together, you know? And I feel for them, they kind of they have success as well. You know, even with this King of Swords, you know, it's someone who's stand up, right? Someone who's good at their craft even, you know, someone who's maybe even a professional, a licensed professional in some type of sense. They could be a licensed professional in some type of field with the King of Swords, and they're really good at it. But again, they use this to kind of escape from what they really need to fucking pay attention to. Okay, Hermit right here. This is Virgo energy. They could be a Virgo. Signs that are coming up, Libra coming up, Capricorn and Virgo, Gemini as well. Gemini, Virgo, Libra. Okay, let me see. This person's changed, but not in a way that would make them open to another relationship, I feel. Six of Wands wanted to come out a couple times. Like I said right here, boo-boo, they seem to be someone that sees you getting success, and they just want to come back because you're successful, because they feel that's how they view relationships. That's another thing I'm getting here, is that this person kind of views relationships as a way to get ahead in life, you know? Like, they're like, if I'm doing good, if I have money, why not have someone else who also has... So they look at things very tangibly, you know? Because the King of Swords can be very, like, one-sided. They only see their perspective. They don't see anyone else's perspective per se, or it's very hard for them to see another person's perspective. This person might spend years, you could have known this person for years as well, for some of you, but this person could spend years trying to figure out why they have to, you know, consider someone else's perspective, but then they figure out, oh shit, that's why. But then, too bad, so sad by that point. The fuck, you know? It's like, the fuck. Anyway, so let's see. What else? What else does Spirit want you to know? about what this... How does pile one's person feel about them? How does pile one's person feel about them? A little obsessive. Look it. Here. Okay, we got the Two of Cups. Now we're getting some emotion. Now some emotion's coming out of this motherfucker, okay? Anyway, like, it's like, you know, it took a minute. It gets this person takes a minute to come to their emotional awareness and understanding, right? Which then allows them empathy, which then allows them to maybe understand a perspective outside of their fucking own for once, okay? So again, Nine of Swords right here. This is fear, though. And for some of you, they have anxiety and they don't even know why. It's like, why am I anxious? Why am I feeling anxiety? Why am I fearful? Why do I care if they're gonna... For some of you, they feel like you're dating someone else, like you're connecting with other people, and they don't know why that bothers them. And then they go back to their old pattern of, hey, I'm gonna use this money, I'm gonna use this opportunity, I'm gonna use these things to kind of mask what I'm really feeling. So maybe it's because I need someone who's you know, making that much. I need someone who's that successful in order to make me feel fulfilled, right? They're not thinking from an emotional standpoint. They're thinking more of a superficial standpoint. And superficiality can, you know, take you to places you don't want to go, okay? Because again, you're only consumed with what's on the outside. You're not consumed with what intrigues their mind, what intrigues their soul. And this person hasn't gotten to that part. It's like they've worried all about the tangible success, and then by the time they get to the emotional success, they're like, oh, this is weird, this is new, I don't know what the fuck this is, but they feel it, right? So again, this person is fearful that you might be talking to someone else, or fearful that you might end up in a relationship with someone else, but they don't understand why. And I feel, to be honest, like I said, it's not the best of intentions. This feels like someone who has, you know, things that they have to overcome, possibly addictions. This person could have addiction. I got gambling addiction. For some of you, this person might be a gambler, like a, you know, it could be a high stakes gambler. I heard that. Like, I don't know if that means like a lot of money, or they just, you know, gamble shit like crazy, or something like that. You know, this person just uses things, tangible things, to mask what they're really feeling. And for some of you, it's because of your guys' connection, or because of the impact that you had on them, and they're not for some of you, this person doesn't even understand like that you had a huge impact on them, but it's like they don't want to acknowledge that. And like I said, this can go either way. So if, you know, whether you're the person or vice versa, you know, so just take how it resonates for you. Okay, boo-boo. You know, but if they're the one watching, they're the one with these superficialities that they struggle with, and they were the one that ghosted, then, you know, and they're the one that struggles, you know, with, you know, addictions or gambling, possibly. Because I feel on the opposite end, someone here is just carefree. I feel like that's more your energy. Like, you're carefree, you're just doing your thing, planting seeds, and this person's full of anxiety and stress, and they don't even know, they don't even realize, right? But that's for them to work through, honey. They got to work through that. Look it. On your end, there's so many pentacles, okay? Pentacles, growing, stability. Look at this motherfucker right here. Two of Swords, right? Doesn't even know, like, is it, doesn't even know what fucking, maybe day of the week it is, you know? Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? Well, motherfucker, if you would fucking get your blindfold off and look at the fucking calendar, maybe you'd fucking see what fucking day of the fucking week it fucking is. Okay? So, I mean, so this person just seems a little ignorant. Intentionally ignorant. Okay? For some of you. Okay? That brought up a lot of fire. I feel like for some of you, you're really irritated with this person. It's like this person ignores things on purpose. And then when, shit, maybe in the past when shit would hit the fan, you'd be there to help them and you'd get irritated with them because it's like, well, hello, you don't fucking pay attention, this, that, and the other. Right? So, again, okay. Yeah, see? If someone would take the blindfold off and see things and stop looking, through rose-colored glasses, then that's when delays would stop. That's when things would progress and move forward, potentially to communication, this, that, and the other. And someone ignores messages. That's what I'm getting here too. For someone, they ignore messages. I don't know if you get messages from them and they you just ignore them. You're like you're done. Or if you send messages and they ignore them. So, depending what side you're on. Let me see. What else for Pile? What else for Pile? Pile 1. How's Pile 1's person feel about them? Yeah, someone's ignoring messages, and it leads to tower moments. So whatever messages that this person's ignoring or you're ignoring, it kind of shakes things up a little bit. For some of you, this person was used to having you around or used to having access to you in some type of way. And with the tower being there, it's like it creates a chaotic, destructive environment because they don't know how to get a grip on themselves or the situation. Because you would be like you would be a person that they could lean on for support. You'd be a person they could lean on for guidance for some of you, okay? Oh, shit, okay. So with the Six of Pentacles here, I feel like, again, they see you getting your money, your coin, your abundance. But also, I feel like this person uses, like, tangible ways or, or excuses to, like, get you to come back. It's like, and that doesn't work. That for some of you, that's not good enough. And then it just leads to like tower moment for some of you. See right here. 7. Okay. So I feel like this person gives gifts and then tries to take the gifts that they give you. I feel like they try to, like, if they give you money or if they give you kindness in some type of way, they're like, well, I want that back because I feel like I should. See, it's like with conditions, it's like a gift is not a gift in their eyes. It's more like a contractual agreement. Like, if I give you this, then you have to follow through with this. For some of you, you might be dealing with someone like that. This person doesn't seem fucking fun to be around. It just seems like this person has a lot of emotional blocks to get through because, everything's logical. Everything's like with, like a contractual agreement. They don't see things from an emotional viewpoint or standpoint, which is a huge part of being in an emotional connection. And maybe to them, connections aren't emotional. And that could be why you two could not be on the same page. Okay, so how they're feeling about you is they have a likeness or attachment to you, but it's not healthy. This person's not, from what these cards are showing, this person's not the best match. Hierophant. It could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. Hierophant energy also is like, could talk about spiritual connection. Talk about, for some of you, this could involve like a marriage or just a long-term commitment in some type of way. And it's like some of you could be going through having to divide assets even in some instances because, again, this person wants stuff back stuff that they gave as a gift. But again, a gift is not a gift to them. It's like a contractual agreement. And then here you are, honey. Finally, the Queen of Wands shows up. Courageous, stands up for themselves, and also funny, and also in your power, and also lots of suitors as well. And I feel like this, yeah, you're looking at your options. You're looking at, I feel like for you guys right here, because I got the Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, and then the Ace of Swords. So again, you're planning. You're looking at your situation from the Queen of Wands perspective, planning, seeing your options in some senses to build things from the ground up. This could even be like a business, or you guys are just finding a way on how to be more independent. The Queen of Wands is very independent, you know, but also very powerful, even mysterious in some senses. But she's more expressive. She's, you know, they, it doesn't matter the gender, he, she, or they. It doesn't, you know, Queen of Wands just is independent, fiercely independent. Yeah. And even magical in some senses, you know, very resourceful. They can take things and turn them into brilliant things, you know, works of art. You know, they can take nothing and turn it into everything, you know. So I feel like that's your energy, though. Your energy of just fierce independence and fierce love for yourself. And that's helping you to start a new direction. I feel like this is something for some of you that you're trying to get over. I don't feel like you're inquiring because you want to connect with this person per se. I feel like you're inquiring because about with this pile because, you know, it's just like you went through a lot, and this person doesn't really have a clue, and they're going through shit and they don't even understand why, but it's because of either how shitty they're treating or have treated you, and it's teaching them on how to, you know, treat people better, but they still have this unhealthy attachment to you that's keeping them stuck. But once, you know, but you're just continuously moving on, and you have other options, and they're fearful that you're going to be in connection with someone else. And it's like, it's like, okay, you know, this person didn't give a fuck. They don't care. They did what they wanted. They said what they, again, a little hypocritical, you know, they can do, but you can't, you know, they can move forward, they can move on, but you can't. That, you know, you know, this person's, again, sticks to their opinion, their perspective. They struggle to open their emotional self up to other people's perspectives. And that's kind of their downfall in this situation. So they seem to be, it's weird because they're doing good in like business or whatever profession they're in, but outside in personal life, it's not looking like, they struggle. Okay. But you're combining like personal, career, passion, and you're just, you know, working through this process to give yourself passion that you couldn't ever get from this person or this connection, whatever it was. Okay? So, but yeah, I think I'm going to stop it there for pile 1. But that was your reading, boo-boo. Okay? Okay. So the card that stood out the most was definitely Queen of Wands. Standing in your power. Fucking love that. Okay? Know your worth. Okay? You're fucking amazing. Wear your crown. Continue to be badass as fuck. Okay? Because you are badass as fuck. Okay? Badass as fuck. Okay? Okay. Anyway. So, that was pile 1. Thank you for joining me, boo-boo. So now, we are going to move on to... Okay, give me a second here. To pile 2. Okay, so pile 2, honey. What does pile 2 need to know? Pile 2, pile 2, pile 2. I'm going to use a different deck for pile 2. Let's see how your person feels about you. Okay. Pile 2. How does your person feel about you? How does pile 2's person feel about you? I feel like this is a connection that took a break. Maybe because of some shady stuff. But I feel a break that happened. You know, I feel like this is more of a pile for people who are wondering. Yeah, I don't feel like this pile is in contact that much with their person. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what pile 2 has to offer. Okay, honey. Pile 2, what do you... How does pile 2's person feel about them, Spirit? How does pile 2's person feel about them? How does pile 2's person feel about them? Damn, she's taking her time, honey. Okay. How does pile 2's person feel about them? Damn. I feel like this person's stubborn. Yeah. This person's like... This person could be like... stubborn, but passionate, maybe. Oh, there it is. They wanted Spirit wanted the right card to show. Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups right here, which is a card about nostalgia, but it's also, you know, I feel like this person, you could have had dreams about this person, or this person, you know, could again have had dreams about you, but someone ignores their dreams or ignores the past. Like, I'm getting one person that kind of like faces the past head on, and then you have another person who kind of can't be bothered with the past. It's like, I don't have time for that. That type of mentality almost. It's like I can't do it. Nah. But there's definitely, I feel like this is a deep past though. This feels like a connection that was more long term, because again, 6 of Cups could be like memories from like past, like from distant past, even in some instances. So you could have just thought of this person for a while or a long time, etc. Oh shit, pile 1 got this card. So again, pile 1 might have some messages that could resonate for you too, boo-boo. Possibly. We'll see what other cards come out, but I am getting this 2 of Pentacles, which again is about that juggling, you know? Juggling, doing too much, doing too many things, you know? So again, someone just isn't willing to face the past, and I feel like this person doesn't have a lot of balance in their life because they don't want to talk about the past. Maybe because it's too painful for somebody. For someone, the past is too painful. That's what it feels like. Aquarius energy right here with the Star card. I feel like this person thinks of you in a very high regard. Like, this isn't just like I like them. This is like I adore them type of thing. Because the Star card, whenever I see the Star card, when it comes to like how someone feels about you, I see someone who looks at someone in like they think that you are good, great. Like, they don't deserve you is another thing that or maybe this person told you that sometimes, you know, maybe this person told you that they don't understand why you picked them is another message that I got. Like, they don't understand. They have a real hard time understand. This person doesn't understand their worth, right? This person doesn't understand their worth, which is right. Yeah, that showed up when I was shuffling. The 4 of Swords right there. 4 of Swords is a card about, again, taking a time out. Taking a time out, and also that's why I felt like there was like a step back where maybe the both of you are thinking about past situations, or thinking about like if this is something that you truly want. But this person thinks about you heavily for a lot of time. So if whether this is like days at a time or like just hours at a time or whatever the time frame is, this person is in deep thought about you whenever you come up in a situation, or when you come up. This person doesn't even like to like talk about you in conversations. This person feels like really, this feels like very it just feels deep, like I said, deep, you know. So but I feel like some of you are getting insight. Some of you are getting, I almost heard like pray about it, you know. So maybe this person, you know, likes to pray or likes to think. This seems just more like a deeper connection, a lot deeper than pile one in some instances. Okay, so yeah, this person's also very protective of you in some senses as well, because we have the nine of wands right here. So again, someone's not willing to give up, you know. Someone's not willing to, you know, give up just yet, but it's been exhausting. This has just been an exhausting connection right here. Another card flipped out, the Eight of Cups too at the same time. So again, definitely someone had to walk away here. So I have two step back cards, Four of Swords and also the Eight of Cups too at the same time. So I feel like you're also inquiring, wondering like, was it a good move? Was it a good thing to take a step back from this person? Spirit's saying yes. You know, because I feel like you need these two cards just flipped out. Holy shit. Sun and the Lovers. Holy hell. Look at that, Henny. The Sun and the Lovers. See how it's two people holding hands? That's like you guys, you know? It's like both of you holding hands right there, and it's like, for some of you, this connection is like protected in some senses. It's like nobody could like come between you two in some instances as well, especially with that Lovers. But if you guys choose to like reconnect or, you know, come back together again, it has to be based on your decision, because I feel like someone in the situation is kind of like trying to get opinions, whether it's them or whether it's you, trying to get opinions from other people. And that's okay. It's fine to ask for advice. But where it becomes challenging is when those people or outside or third parties have the final say-so in deciding whether a connection comes together or not. That's between y'all, you know? That's between y'all. Now, I'm not saying, unless there's like, you know, abuse or something here, then, you know, like, no. But I'm not getting an abusive connection here. But if there's abuse involved, this, that, and the other, no, you don't have to go back to an abusive situation just because this, no. Okay, that's not what I'm saying at all. But this feels, I don't feel like an abusive situation. I just feel like a situation that was so intense, but maybe you guys didn't realize how intense that it was. So then you had to take a step back in order to figure out what the intensity meant. And for some of you, you're realizing what that intensity meant. And this person's also realizing it too. The signs that Aquarius, Leo, both of those signs came up. The Sun card, yes, it's a Sun card. You could be a Leo, they could be a Leo. You could be Aquarius, they could be Aquarius. Gemini, you can be a Gemini, they could be a Gemini. Or vice versa, either way. But again, when this person thinks of you, they like light up. So it's like when they're separated from you or distanced from you in some type of way, it almost hurts too much for them to like think of you, you know, happy, like without them type, if that makes sense. Not that you can't, or not that you're not allowed to be happy or anything, honey. But I think, you know, this person like wants you to be happy, likes that you're happy when they do see you happy. They kind of just want to be part of it, I guess. That's what it feels like here. Okay. And I heard the word yes, which again, the Sun card means yes in some instances as well. Yeah, someone can't move on. Right here, because we have the Six of Swords, but it's reversed. Is there a second card? No. I thought it was the second card. Okay, anyway. Six of Swords reversed, things don't feel right when this person thinks about you. It doesn't feel like right to them that you guys aren't connected in some type of way. Honey, this feels like a deep connection. If this is someone that you just barely know, the hell did you do? What did you do to them? Holy hell. But again, this person just feels very deeply about you, okay? You're like, God damn, we just went on one fucking date. Anyway, okay, let's see, what else? How does pile 2's person feel about them? How does pile 2's person feel about them? Okay, right here, King of Wands, holy hell. Now I know why this person feels so deeply about you. Because right here at the King of Wands, it's like, they feel like you're motivational. They feel like they're just really passionate about you, which again makes sense why it came out under the Nine of Wands that I got earlier. It makes sense why they would get protective, because the King of Wands is very protective, especially upright, very protective. Like if someone were to say something about you negative, they would correct them right on the spot, But this person, thinks of you. Maybe this connection was I feel like it was too intense for you. In some instances, it might have been, where it was just so, so close, maybe too fast, because this is a really, with the King of Wands and the Lovers and the Star and the Sun, this person has really deep feelings for you. I'm not getting anything that's well, there's more cards to come, but I'm not right off the bat. Just looking at this, I don't see someone who is very. It's not like an unhealthy attachment. They just really love and care very deeply, and sometimes very intensely. Because the thing about the King of Wands, whenever he comes up, or she or they, it doesn't matter. When this comes up and how someone feels, I get someone who's more the type to say they're the type. King of Wands is the type to say, "I want you" instead of "I love you." They might talk like that in some instances, and maybe to some of you, you're like, hold up, hold on, okay, but again, this person just has a really intense love. Let's see. Let's clarify more of this. Let's see what's going on for us. How does pile 2's person feel? Okay, so the card that came up was Seven of Cups right there. So again, Seven of Cups is kind of it's like a wishy-washy. So whoever, I feel one person in this connection, or one person in this, whatever this situation was, someone's feeling unsure, and if it's this King of Wands person, the person you're, asking the cards about, then, they kind of feel really intense, and even they're scared of their intensity, and they can't make a choice, Someone feels like they have to take time, to decide a little bit because of a lack of confidence, okay? Okay. For some of you, someone's stuck on someone else. That's what I'm getting here. Because with the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Eight of Swords, that to me, that feels like a juggling of maybe another connection of some type. So whether this person hasn't, kind of maybe, you know, like maybe you're thinking like, if this person feels so intensely, why haven't they communicated, you know, in some instances? Well, it could be because they're they still have a prior commitment that that hasn't that they haven't dealt with fully, you know. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're straight up like married to someone else or anything, but it can mean that because this person feels so intensely, so since they feel so intensely when they love, it kind of creates this aftermath type of effect where they kind of have to work through the past in a way where it's like it consumes them to the point where they can't let something new in. Now, if this is you, on the other hand, who's struggling to make a decision or struggling to come to a conclusion for you, and you're the one kind of just saying, wait a minute, this is too intense, and you're the one, you know, kind of trying to get over past stuff, or if you're trying to decide if you're okay with this type of intensity, you know, from another person. Let's see, what's the advice with that? If pile 2 is the one struggling and distancing themselves. So for the people that are struggling and distancing themselves. So I feel like it's a good choice to kind of take time for you, because I feel like you're able to make time for the things that you want to make time for. But I feel like the solution for some of you, not all of you, but is be okay with, you know, a person who wants to, like, I was like, what's the right word? People who, again, King of Wands is so like, they're the type to be like, this is mine, that type of thing. Like, that's the King of Wands, you know? And I feel like maybe for some of you, you're not okay with that type of, you know, because maybe it brings up other things from past situations where you felt like you didn't have, where someone was more possessive, you know. I'm not getting possessive from this person. I'm getting someone who's more like, just like Six of Wands, it's very like public, you know. They like to be passionate and in front of people, you know. Maybe they like to hold hands and kiss and say things, and maybe you weren't okay with that, but Spirit's saying that, you know, allow yourself to receive recognition from another. Allow this person to put you in a high regard if that's something you're okay with. I mean, you don't have to accept anything that you don't want to, right? You don't have to accept that if you don't want to. But if you're questioning whether it's like, you're like, I like that, but I don't know if that's okay. Spirit's like, it's, of course it's okay. You deserve to be, you know, acknowledged in a radiant sense. But for some of you, it's like, you're uncomfortable maybe because things in the past were too good to be true, and it's just like, I'm not going back there, this, that, and the other. Right. So that's why you're taking a step back to decide if you're okay with this or not. So again, that kind of gives perspectives on depending who's the one, because I'm getting someone struggling here to progress and move forward. And it could either be this King of Wands who has to kind of emotionally get over a past situation, or you who has to be okay with opening up to receiving recognition and a high regard from someone else, you know? So again, okay, let's see. A couple more cards right here. Okay. Oh, shit. All my cards just fell. Wow. They really want to talk. I'll stick with this one, though. Okay. Let me see. Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah, okay. I got it all. Okay. See, when it's live, you just don't know what to expect. Anyway. So, okay, this card popped out right on the pile. Okay, 9 of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Fear. In the mind. Fear. You know, just fear. Struggling with fear. Struggling to overcome fear. Struggling to... just struggling with fear. And it feels like this is just a necessary fear, because the Nine of Swords, a lot of the times it is unnecessary, unless I'm getting like the Tower or, you know, other situational cards that reveal other mysteries. But the Arcanas, for example. So Major Arcanas. Yeah. Yeah, because right here on the card it even says unfounded fear, which a lot of the times is the Nine of Swords. It's like a self-fulfilling, what do they call it, thing, you know, like assuming the worst before the worst has even happened. It's like there's no proof, you know, it's like it appears like the fear is warranted, but it's not warranted. And again, this just points back to the whole, like, making a decision, deciding if you're okay with this type of intensity or not. Nine of Pentacles. This person's a little intimidated by you too, and it could be a little intimidated by your success. Maybe you have success and they hope that it's good enough, that their success is good enough to complement your success. But also at the same time, they just see you as like magical. They just see you as like, you know, you came up as Major Arcanas, you know, they just see you like, look at this pile, this row for the clarifiers, the sun, the star, the sun, and the Six of Wands. I mean, holy hell. I mean, holy shit. You know, they just see you in such a, like, I can't explain it. And for some of you, this is intimidating in itself, because it's like, how do I receive that kind of kindness? How do I receive that kind of, I don't know how to, you know, react to that, right? Because people have usually not been that expressive about you in a positive sense, right? So this is different. But here's your stability right here, the Nine of Pentacles, right? So what's after the Nine of Pentacles? The Ten of Pentacles, which is the stability, family life, this, that, and the other. This person wants to be your 10th pentacle. That's what I'm feeling for a lot of you. And for some of you, they're not willing to give up. But someone has to get over some past situation in order for anything like this to progress and move forward, okay? So that's what I'm feeling. Ace of Cups right there on the bottom. The Ace of Cups is, again, very romantic, very deep, you know, and whatever impact, you know, you had on this person, they had on you, I just feel like there's just a new awakening or a new deepening of this connection in some regard. You know, I feel like that's a good card to end on with the Ace of Cups. So, but yeah, but that's the reading for pile 2, honey. Very deep feelings. And, you know, Spirit's kind of telling you or the other person, like, what do you, like, allow yourself to, it's Spirit's saying to either them or to you, be okay with receiving new beautiful passion and, you know, a new connection that helps you in the long run. This feels like this feels more like long-term, you know, type of thing here in some regards. Actually, in a lot of regards. So I think the side message is like, be okay with receiving. So, but yeah. But that's for you, pile 2. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope that helped you, boo-boo, in some way. Okay, so take what resonates. Okay, boo-boo. That was for pile 2, Hanny. So